Chemical progress detected. Upgraded from silver level 23 to silver level 25. Cross-disciplinary research truly isn't easy. The pressure is overwhelming. Mirror power station. Right in front of everyone is the Ruoqiang base. I'll take everyone for a tour. Let's talk about the layout. This area you're seeing is called Aerospace Town. All rocket-related projects are nearby. This area is Education Town. Biology. All kinds of labs like chemistry and telecommunications are concentrated here. The teaching buildings where you have classes and your dorms are also in this area. All of them are classic 28 bicycles. This is practically a scientist's base. Limited edition skin. Looks pretty cool. Hey, what's that thing? Up ahead is Military Industry Town. You don't have access. Do not trespass. It's full of confidential and top secret rumblings inside. Everyone, don't be nervous. Military Industry Town often has weird noises like this. Just normal experiments. You'll get used to it. Alright, you all now understand the layout. Remember not to wander off. Go on with your tasks. Wish you all success in your research. Oh. Placement test. Let's check everyone's background first. Come up and get your test papers. 10-minute countdown. Why is there still one left? Did everyone get their test papers? Got it. Data modeling. Chemistry at undergraduate level or higher. This one's going to be a total defeat. Reporting teacher. Sorry, I'm late. You still have 7 minutes 50 seconds to answer. Late by 2 minutes. I'll deduct 10 points. Exam is over. Hand in the papers. Is this teacher a professional bomb timer? This class is way too intense. I'll call your names to get your papers. Just so I can meet everyone, Zhang Meoxen. Deduct 10 points for you. 86 points. First in the class. Everyone should learn from him. The Li. Thank you, teacher. Not only is the class beauty pretty, she's also insanely talented, Song He. I'll work hard to catch up soon. He's the one who invented Song He Su. Song He is part of Yu Cheng project. Yet, with so many biology classes, he doesn't choose them. Came over to work on explosive chemistry instead. Isn't that just reckless? Well, that's settled. Bottom of the placement test. Ding Xuan probably won't make it. Everyone gets 5 minutes to self-study Unit 1. Study until you can answer questions 1 to 5 on the test. Found it. Finished learning Unit 1. Ask now if you don't understand. The key to this problem is constructing auxiliary lines. Use the corresponding sides of similar triangles in proportion. You'll find the answer easily. That's exactly right. Everyone, relax a bit. First day's courses are done. Boot camp is the hardest. Once you get through it, it'll be better. If anyone really can't take it, you can drop the class before midnight tonight. Absolutely can't be last place again. Since cells can synthesize antibiotics, can they synthesize explosive components? Bro, I'm totally in my element in the brain defense programming class. Always ranked number 1. Guess what? Our class textbooks actually include your space window cleaner worm paper. Now, that group of top geniuses are scratching their heads at your paper, all coming to me for advice as their teacher. I made a mistake. I'm heading out first. Class is starting soon. Choosing programming is an easy way to win. But that's just eating leftovers. Only by being at the bottom of the explosives class can you unlock your real potential. Devil's open book test covers the whole textbook. Come up to get your papers. Speak freely. Future research directions for fire fork explosives. The tests will only get crazier from now on. Be ready mentally. Songhee. It's good to have ideas. But is your biosynthesized explosives really feasible? Reporting teacher, it's very difficult, but there's a slight chance. Zhang Meioxin, 85 points firmly in first place. The Li, 70 points close behind. Songhee, 43 points, 24th place. Teacher, you? When can we make explosives ourselves? Actually, you want to do biosynthesized explosives, right? The labs at the base can't meet the requirements for biosynthesis at all. Must apply to assemble a new lab. How do we apply? If you want to apply, you have to have 100,000 points. You only have 10,000 points now, right? But rules are rules. People make the real difference. Considering you've worked miracles before, me and teacher Yu Dei will report this up. Maybe it'll work. Thank you, teacher Yu. I'm counting on you. Last place. You're third place today. This is basically shooting to the stars. Announcing 2 privileges. First, finishing the course early gives you an extra 1,000 points. Get an excellent rating. Go straight to my lab to do data analysis. Earn tens of thousands of points. Second, the higher-ups decided to make an exception for the project leader selection. Have your own funding and lab? Most importantly, the original 100,000 point threshold drops straight to 40,000. Only 1 slot in the whole class. Oh. I've only got 10,000 points. Trying to snag the slot from Zhang Maoyi and the Li. That's harder than reaching the stars. Zhang Meioxin and the Li have 15,000 and 12,000 points. You only have 10,000. The gap isn't small. And upper management doesn't think highly of your biosynthesized explosives. They think it's just throwing money away. So lowering to 40,000 points means. That's right. Lowering the threshold this time is actually specially tailored as a privilege for Zhang Maoxin. What if I overtake in points? Management won't backtrack, right? As long as you overtake, the opportunity is yours. Quick question. How far did you study in your textbook? Page 710, page 710. After page 750, it's all advanced theory, divided into 3 major schools. I suggest you master just one. I've only learned 2 kinds so far, and this here is already teacher Yuday's favorite student. How many types does Professor you know? He not only mastered 2 types, but also created the 3rd school directly. The 30 pages of the Turkish school, just finished them. Seems a bit too simple.
Damn.
A tiny popper calculated the power of a nuclear bomb. No calculation error. What's going on? Finally understood it. The data is precise down to the decimal. Even more detailed than the answer. Bro, I got a big scoop. I just ran into Stinky Mao Zhang in the cafeteria. He was freaked out by your rapid progress. Now to completely crush you, he decided to launch a blitzkrieg. He's going to apply for the final exam today. Song He has already reached over 700 pages. I guess he started tackling the 3 major schools last night. So fast, and this kid had 0 foundation in explosives. His speed is terrifying. He's a monster. That's why I decided to use questions from the 3 major schools today. I'm going to really test Song He. Test the depth of Zhang Maoxin and the Li. After testing, I'll get these 3 promising kids under my wing. Have them work on rocket propellants for me. I'm afraid that's not up to you. Don't forget, there's a slot for team leader in that 40,000 point project. Once someone secures it, they can establish their own team. Who do you think has the best chance? Zhang Maoxin or Song He? It's really hard to say between them. After handing in the exam, they continue self-study. First place, Zhang Maoxin, 80 points. Tied for second, Song He and the Li, 68 points. Teacher, I'd like to apply for the final exam. You only get 1 chance for the final exam. No makeup exams allowed. Are you sure? If so, it'll be scheduled for 8 p.m. tomorrow night. If you arrive at the lab a day late, the chance to earn points will be taken. We mustn't let those 2 seize the lead. All right, I'll approve the requests of you 3. Teacher, about tomorrow night's exam. Song He, you're being too impulsive. At best, you'll get a good in tomorrow's exam. But Zhang Maoxin has already mastered Wang Shan's school. He'll definitely get an excellent. That's a full 4,000 points difference between those 2 grades. Teacher, don't worry. I'll get excellent too. That's not realistic at all. After tomorrow night, your gap will be wide open. 30th round of data analysis. The answers perfectly match the teaching solutions. He even made derivative deductions. Wang Shan's school completely mastered. Finally arrived at the school no one has mastered so far. Uday School. Exam begins at exactly 8 o'clock. This level of difficulty. Ordinary people need 3 to 5 days just to get started. He actually finished it in just 1 day. His answers are textbook level logic. Wait a second. He's not even using Chu or New School's method. What kind of genius deduction is this? What tricks is this kid playing? Even I can hardly understand it anymore. 87.667 perfectly matches the praised answer. Teacher, handing in the exam, 72 points.
He could have gotten excellent just by picking the first approach.
but insisted on keeping that wrong answer. Teacher, I believe my answer to the first question is correct. The correct answer is 87.667. The second approach you created yourself. Even if it's off by just a bit, it's still wrong. It's not self-created. The second approach uses Uday School's method. From Uday School. That's the school that even academia. No one has cracked, the top pinnacle. I've mentally calculated it repeatedly. Tuerjan School has a real error in its data disturbance method. It's an actual mistake, not just a deviation. How is that possible? Turkish School has been a classic worldwide for 10 years. If there was an error, wouldn't everyone have noticed? Follow my logic. I'll work it out live and see where it's wrong. Atoms with opposite orientation change from high free energy to low under solidification driving force. This question covers Tuer School. It seems like there's only a slight deviation, but actually, it's a fundamental mistake. The real answer is 87.687. Could it be that the participant made a calculation mistake? Even Zhang Maoxi, ranked first in the class, got it wrong. Song Hee is the only one who got it right in the whole room. Professor Yu, this is Song Hee using Uday School to overturn a decade-old classic solution for circular conversion. Good kid, with this deduction alone, you can publish a paper and earn points directly. Given that, I'll have to adjust the exam rating. Final score, Zhang Maoxin 74 drops to good, the Li 60. Just barely passed. As for Song Hee, add 13 points. Total score, 85. Excellent. Master Yu, is your school confidential knowledge?
Yes.
It's currently in full confidential status. If I write a paper, wouldn't that be exposing secrets immediately? No, your paper won't be published externally. Only in our internal journal. The internal journal is highly valuable, so you need to be concise. The Yuchang project is set at 20,000 points. One step away from having my own lab. Just need another 20,000 points. Pandaman has also reached the 20,000 point milestone. Looks like a strong rival. Really, Underground Explosives Lab. You don't need to go inside. Just keep watch on the first floor. East Wing is the materials library. Over 4,000 types of raw materials and samples. West Wing is the prep area. They're working on the first batch of test explosives today. Detonation in 5 minutes. You three, get ready. Each of you gets a computer. A window will pop up showing various explosion data. As soon as data comes in, immediately start categorizing and analysis. Fill in the missing sections below. 3 teams of explosives analysts total. Each team experiments independently. Song Hee heads up Team 1. Panda Blood for Team 2. The Li for Team 3. Remember? Got it. Once you process the test explosion data and confirm it's correct, the explosives chemist will adjust the formula for the next test explosion. Your work determines the explosives technician's next steps. It's just the 3 of us, teacher. Analyze the data. Start working officially now. No experienced mentor to guide us. There was one yesterday, but this morning all of them were transferred by your master Uday. The rocket side has urgent tasks, so the explosives lab has to settle for less. What if we miscalculate? No one to check our work. You can only rely on yourselves. The downstream explosives technicians can only rely on you too. That's why mistakes aren't allowed. Ready for demonstration explosion. Relax, there's no rush. The explosives chemists are already having tea. Is their work really that relaxed? The longer you analyze the data, the more leisurely their work becomes. When the old data analyst was around, it took 8 minutes on average to finish a round. By day's end, the explosives chemists were exhausted. Looks like we need to get up to speed. Get them busy. Sigh. I need to go teach in another class. You guys keep going. Try to cut down the time. 20 minutes per group. Still too slow. Try to get it to 15 minutes per group. To motivate you. Each data analysis earns 20 points. And whoever analyzes the most batches in one day gets 500 points extra. If you want more points, you have to be efficient. Understood? Get back to work. Teacher Yu, those 3 kids have started working. They've already finished 2 batches of data. First batch took half an hour. Second batch 20 minutes. I've told them to try to get it down to 15 minutes today. You're bold with your targets. It's their first day on the job. How could they possibly manage that? Aim for the best. Settle for the middle. Settle for the middle. Get the minimum. Hey, Songhee brother. Don't scribble randomly. Zhang thinks something's off. I didn't check the data, but I noticed you didn't use a calculator. Mental math. These numbers aren't complicated. I calculate faster in my head than punching keys on a calculator. You can handle the numbers? What's the square root of 98.7424? 9.93692. ln 8844, 9.0874. And there's a whole string after that. What's going on? Everybody's going all out, huh? All right, I'll match you to the end. What's going on? Weren't batches spaced out by 10 or 20 minutes before? Why is it suddenly 8 minutes now? Did the old data analyst come back? No, I haven't seen them. It's still the same 3 kids working. Absurd. How are they suddenly running at double speed? Neither Team 2 nor Team 3 are as fast as us. Our group is the busiest. It's lively, really lively. We dragged too long before. I'm sure they were getting impatient. Now we're down to 8 minutes. Back to normal pace. They must be feeling much more comfortable now. Wait, the only reason I compressed it to 8 minutes was thanks to mental math capsules. No need for calculators. Old data analysts didn't have capsules. How did they manage to do it in 8 minutes too? Is there some kind of trick to the algorithm? Turns out there really is a more streamlined way to process the data. If I can find this shortcut, finishing in 5 minutes isn't just a dream. Sigh finally slowed down. The data analysts must be getting exhausted. Just a minute ago, we were turning out results every 8 minutes. Even the veterans can't keep up for long. That scared me. I thought younger people had better stamina. Like they could keep up that 8-minute pace forever. We'd all go insane if that was the case. Yeah. Sigh. Sigh. In my experience, that's enough for today. It'll get easier from here on. No one can keep working at high speed all day. The busiest part is already over. Sticking to 5 minutes is the most reliable. Here we go again. How did this set come out in just 5 minutes? I've been at this for 6 years, and I've never seen such a killer pace. What kind of monster did Professor Yu bring in? Barely any facial hair, can't handle responsibilities. That's just fooling around. If those three rookies can even finish in under 15 minutes, that'd be a miracle. What's up with old Who? It's normal for newcomers to be slow. But this is too fast. A set done every 5 minutes? Is this for real? 5-minute queue, seriously? Who is this data analyst, anyway? Just a student. Professor Yu is in a crazy rush. How are those three kids doing now? Not bad, but they're still around 20 minutes with the learning curve. It's a long way before they can hover at 20 minutes. Brute force mental math, huh? If Mr. Yu finds out about this, he'll poach them from me again, Mr. Yu. And Bang Yu, come talk to me. You lied just now, didn't you? Trying to hide this kid from me. That kid is mine. I'm not letting go. Mr. Yu, you can't keep stealing my best workers every day. I worked so hard to recruit this kid. Explosives R&D is our #1 priority. Your explosives are decent and Bang Yu, but my rocket propellant is actually the core. Besides, even if you stop me, can you stop Xiang or Zhao Tong from stealing your people? Relax, I won't take him right away. Give him everything you know for the next few days. This kid is definitely going to surpass you. Today's score, the Li 30 data analyzes, 600 points. Zhang Meioxin, 36 analyzes, 720 points. Song He, 102 analyzes, a total of 2,040 points, plus a top reward of 500 extra points. That's an insane 2,540 points in a single day. Today's work results and rewards have been approved. Bank 2,540 points in one go. Total points, 22,540. Currently ranked 8,010th. 4,000 yuan from hitting the project leader finish line. 10 more days of hard grinding and I'll lock in my legend. Uncle Panda, they don't even qualify to eat the dust anymore. 2 hours are up. Switching groups just to hang in there. Sigh. Zhang Meioxin just earned another 3,000 points. Total points are up to 26,170. Just 4,000 points behind. Can't let him pass me. What have you been doing these last few nights? Don't tell me you're still stuck on that thing. Professor Yu Dei sent a teacher. I'm almost done learning it. Planning to use it tonight to write an auto-analysis program. After this, no more manual analysis ever. Math skill progress detected. Successfully advanced to Platinum level 19. Wait, turn the page. There must be more hidden truths behind this. Professor, I can't believe your theory is unfinished. Your theory only got halfway through. Why does it stop at mirror? This theory once left me standing lonely at the top of the world. I thought nobody could ever grasp its real essence. This kid figured it out in just a few days. Saw it in a single glance. Found the gap that even top data analysts couldn't see. I poured everything I had into rocket development back then. Drained my energy. Wanted to come back to conquer this mountain. But a wall of invisible air was blocking my way. Since you've noticed, now you try to finish it. How could I do that? This is your life's work, Mr. Yu. You really want to write that program? I'll give it a try. It won't get in the way of my work. So cocky for such a young achiever. Even geniuses fall flat sometimes. Even the expert team crashed and burned on this. You're just wasting your time. As long as you get sidetracked, I can snipe you from behind on the extreme cold leaderboard. Song He, keep an eye on Panda Yin. He's catching up fast. Don't let him pull a surprise overtake. Let him go. Testing everywhere. Oh no, oh no. There's tons of propellant stored at the base. If that chain reacts and explodes, we'll disappear from the map. What's going on? The military town just blew up. That huge explosion just now was actually a military sting to lure out spies. And the bait was poison and rigged to blow. The more cutting edge you go in R&D, the more foxes gather around you. Even yesterday's battle buddy could become tomorrow's traitor. Be on guard. Always. I can't believe it. I'm already standing on the invisible battlefield of superpower rivalry. The existing Uday school theory is incomplete. The key to the truth is broken in half. If you want to unlock it, you have to personally forge that missing half. Yes, that's it. Professor, fourth-generation explosive data has reached the Military Intelligence Bureau. It's a dead end now. Tell me about this kid named Song Hee. He's really gifted, but his mind is way too wild. He actually has the guts to try and complete your pinnacle theory. Professor, I've stayed up all night finishing the continuation of your theory. This step is way too brief. Let me add a bit more. I'll finish the explosives analysis program today. It'll not only reconstruct the test blast effects, but also predict changes from micro-adjusting the formula. Reconstruction plus prediction. If this really works, the 3 main schools will all get steamrolled. Wouldn't have expected it. Really, wouldn't have expected it. Submit this paper first. As long as the program runs, I'll get you unprecedented top-tier points. And bang, what are you waiting for? Go to class and submit the paper for him while you're there. I'll stand guard right here watching him myself. Okay, Professor Yu. We're good. Let's go. Off to the lab for real combat practice. Okay, I'll self-study the next 40 pages. I completely don't understand the core algorithm. All I can do is help correct his typos. He's just too arrogant. Trying to write some program now? There's no way a student could pull that off. Songhee isn't some invincible test taker. Once today's data is in, I'll be the lead on the project. It has to be me. The lead, when I have a class, why not join my lab? How about you pick my lab? Here's a finished data set. This is impossible. Exactly the same. I spent 15 minutes on this data, and he did it in a minute. Wait, look at the prediction. Quick, look for any other data we've seen. This one is from the last group's market report. This one too, not a single error. Stop. Drop whatever you're doing and get to the lab. Let's see if anything good comes out. Results in 1 minute. This is an industrial revolution. Darn, I just got used to my job. Guess it's time for me to be laid off and find a new job. Don't just stand there. You two are in charge of manual calculations today. After you're done, let Songhee verify with his program. Guys, just now, our explosive R&D industry has stepped into a new era. Yesterday's explosive R&D was like an outdated pager. Today we've evolved to smartphones. Base. An expert has developed a brand new explosive prediction program. R&D speed has skyrocketed tenfold. Costs have been drastically reduced. But the knowledge you've learned in this classroom is equivalent to that of a pager repair technician. So where do we go from here? Jack's exam is moved up to tonight. Difficulty is halved. Guaranteed passing. Pack up after the test. All personnel relocate. Switching to rocket science in Aerospace Town. When dumping someone, you don't even bother saying goodbye. Deception everywhere. Double dealing. Turns out there's no fixed installment for the mortgage. All depends on intuition. 40,000 points. Ranking 56,800. This box contains your personal mail. This box requires ID verification to unlock. Congratulations, starting tomorrow, you're the project leader. What benefits do Level 1 enjoy? Exclusive labs for R&D projects. Control over special funds. Downgrade from Level 1 to Level 2. Allowance of 50,000. Benefits doubled. Points needed for Level 1, 100,000. Level 2, 200,000. Highest, Level 5, 1,600,000. You contributed significantly this time. The base gave you a special promotion. What's your plan for your first project? You're not seriously sticking with that biosynthesized explosive, are you? That's right. Why are you taking this hopeless, unorthodox path? For the Moon City plan. Conventional explosive transportation costs are too high. But if we could use photosynthetic microbes and farm them on the moon, extraction costs would be almost zero. No one is taking this route. It's too unconventional. Academics can win 9 times. Unorthodox paths might win once, at most. Going unorthodox means breaking old rules. For me, winning once is enough. Stop arguing, people. It's wasted youth if you're not bold. Let him be. This is for immediate family. Fill in your parents' names. If anything happens in the future, 99% reimbursement. Feels like after becoming project leader. I won't need to spend a penny. Next, you're applying for a lab to work on bioexplosives. If you need help in any field, just say so. My mentor and I have plenty of top-notch talents. I don't need help yet. I'll try handling it myself first. If I can't manage, I'll recruit. Why is that? Confidentiality requirements. My goal is to match the power of single TNT. Core technology like this must never fall into outsiders' hands. Rather than spending time vetting and guarding helpers, I'd rather close myself off and work solo. Better safe than sorry. But surely you can trust me and Mbang, right? We can help when we have time. No, I wouldn't dare. When Mbang helps out, you don't need to tell him anything. Just direct him to clean test tubes as a grunt. That's right, I'll handle the test tubes. Only you know the core technology. That's for the best. Ruokiang is a desert. Don't just live on red dates every day. If you're low on money, Mom will send you some. Mom, the food at the base is even better than at restaurants. Take these 2 cards. You and Dad can use them anywhere in the country. Go wherever you want. I've been promoted to vice principal. Thanks to you. The paper you publish is archived in campus management for juniors to study. How does a student deserve such honor? Wen Guang became my desk mate. Reads fortune-telling books every day. He turned your old dorm room into a tourist attraction. Daily visitors, crowds of tourists. We must first determine the R&D target. 160,000 resentment points. That's like robbing money. Warning, this blueprint is only valid for 10 days. Failure to complete R&D within deadline. System locks for 6 months. 6 months. If we really fail, it'll be way too late. A kilogram of algae serves as mother soil. Synthesizing explosives via photosynthesis. Can withstand space environment for 16 months. More than 30,000 species.
10 days.
It's like finding a needle in a haystack. Master, what's this? Caught. A spy. Spy stole a bike. The scoundrel hid a bug in the seat to listen in. Farts sounded off. If it's a high-performance bug, it could sense ground tremors and infer the blast force and core location of military explosions. Students can't run errands for teachers. The project leader must do it personally. I'm the leader. Please, ID. You're Song Hee. I've worked here 2 years. First time I've seen such a young genius. Sorry, Egyptian team leader. You can't technically apply for an exclusive lab. You can only wait for vacancies. There are no vacancies right now. I'm in a hurry. But it's okay. A special approval from upper management. Reserve Military Lab C-88 for you. Scared me. Sorry, the equipment you requested is 120 million. But your authority tops out at 40 million. I'll cover the difference myself. No need at all. Level 3 boss you do I. Personally vouches for you. Special funds are more than enough to buy your equipment. You're pretty ruthless. Sorry. Hold on. If there's a problem to solve, just give me the final result. You've been jumping at every little thing all day. My heart can't take it. I just wanted to say sorry for keeping you waiting. All procedures are complete. Project leader benefits are still too low. Need to show some achievements ASAP. Move to a bigger place. Go for it. A total of 48 pairs were modified. Almost didn't explode. Luck, just a blind cat catching a dead mouse. Triggered 4 effective mutations. Old song, you're practically running a breeding farm here. Don't just stand there. Help me take care of all the algae in different environments. Replenish the nutrients. Oh, there's some extremely grave news. Sandstorm's High Energy Explosives Research Institute has found a brand new direction. They're making an all-out push. 5th generation explosive. They've already named it Sandstorm Explosive. Racing for Gen 5. Should congratulate them. Congratulate my ass. It's a deadly blow. The higher-ups are rushing to finalize the explosive project. The rocket launch has been moved up by a month. Included in Moon City plan. Scheduled for the first lunar surface experiment. Once Sandstorm Explosive is chosen in this international competition, all lunar base construction for the next year or two will be tightly tied to their data. Aerospace engineering is too big. No way they'll switch to new explosives easily. Even if your bio-explosive succeeds, you'll have to wait another year or two. If that's the case, then in 10 days, make a bio-explosive stronger than theirs and able to self-replicate. Old song, Sandstorm Institute was so quick because they used the explosive prediction program you developed. Prediction program. They managed to squeeze a 100-day R&D cycle into just 10 days. Since everyone's showing results in 10 days, there's still a chance for a desperate fight. Step 1. Find algae. Task completed. Each drop of reagent is worth thousands. If you drop and break it, just imagining it hurts. There are 2 technical challenges in synthetic cells. First is synthesizing RNA that can carry out digestion. Second is ensuring algae survive and reproduce after forced injection. Combining genes from ammonia-oxidizing and nitrate-oxidizing bacteria. I get it, it's done. It's like a seriously ill patient just off the operating table. Totally drained. Don't hold out. Wow. What's going on? So you've been obsessed with sheep date explosive R&D these 2 days. Any progress? Yeah, ruled out dozens that can be used. 30 left. Barely hanging on. We'll have to see if any work, it's all luck. Last night, the explosive at Shazhou misfired. Its detonation velocity, pressure, and density data are exceptionally impressive. It's just about to surpass the Umbang explosive I developed. Only lacking by a tiny margin. My fall from glory is inevitable. I have no idea in the future who could possibly surpass this terrifying Shazhou explosive. What's their minimum cost for the sandbag explosive? At least a few dollars per gram, right? Then let's completely crush them in terms of cost. This whole room full of green algae floating around can actually produce military-grade explosives? It's absolutely absurd. Isn't this just a bunch of ordinary green grass? We might really fail this time. 1 a.m. 2 a.m. Pulling one thread moves the whole body. Absolutely no progress at all. Relying solely on brute force to tweak things is a dead end. Wait, since we can't find the gene folding pattern, why not directly use anti-brain programming? Can't even spot a hint of a pattern. Even the folding shapes for the same species have no logic. It's like twisting at random based on mood. Is it really a dead end of absolute randomness? Buddha bless us. Darwin bless us. Swear to weed out all 40+ factors one by one. Eliminated more than 30 factors. The restoration chart filled up 3 new save files. Yet R&D progress is still stuck at 40%. Stalled completely. Is it really impossible? Haven't seen you in a few days. How did you get so skinny? The most powerful high-energy explosive. It's become a pillar online. It's the Shajo explosive. Overall power is 1.68 times higher than Ondang explosive. One box equal to a truckload of TNT. Might even reach 1.8 times in the coming days. Others spent 2.5 years developing Shajo explosive. You've only been in the game for a week, tops. You're still young. You'll have plenty of opportunities ahead. This chart is identical to a discarded draft from a few days ago. Got it. The weighting difference between AT and CG. Gene chain length, species variable, day-night alternation, biological clock. A perfect logical loop. Triggered a rare state. Sudden enlightenment. Mathematical enlightenment level? Shot up to platinum level 40. Biological enlightenment soared to platinum level 20. All 10 pairs have been modified. Language curve style successfully generated a small amount of nitrate 3 inside the body. Finally succeeded. Made the explosive tube. Easy question. Sandwave is ruthless. Power doubled right away. My Nbang explosive hasn't even been mass-equipped yet, and it's about to be eliminated. Song's kid has some wild moves. Maybe he'll really pull off a comeback. The path he's taking is a total dead end with no way out. What's he up to? Did he succeed? Why apply for a vacuum test explosion? Is the oil floating on top explosive, or is it the powder below? It's all explosive. But separated, it's completely safe. They have to be mixed together to detonate. I'm about to let an airliner set it off. Whether it's a mule or a horse, you'll know when you blow it up. I'm going to run the experiment with Ndenge. You stand by the door and watch. In case something happens, shake at the doorway quickly. Man. Do you need temperature control or stirring? Just pour them together directly. This stuff is absolutely insensitive to impact. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wow, miracle. The first chunk of bio-explosive was made by you, kid. Traditional black magic explosive only has a detonation velocity of 700 TNT. Just barely 6,700 or so. You're getting close to TNT now. What's scarier is, this is just some random mix. Once the charge density is precisely controlled, we can absolutely crush the Shajo team. Absolute secrecy is necessary. After tomorrow's vacuum kilogram test explosion, get real data under extreme lunar conditions. Then reveal everything to the higher-ups. This is a deadly game changer for the industry. What's its name? Crater explosive sounds great. But for now, you need to consider two issues. First, profit. Are you planning to start your own company or sell the patent outright? Second, technology. Release it in paper form or keep it to yourself for now. Think those through carefully. Okay, teacher. Fingerprint verification required. If you haven't entered your fingerprint, the weapon will lock. Messing with it will trigger the highest alert at the military base. I'll take you to the shooting range to play with it someday. Are you kidding? This thing looks just like my family's fish tank. I bet I'd play even if they paid me. There's no way this thing will blow up. I'll bet 8 night shifts on it. Charge and detonate immediately. Detonation. That's wild. This crappy algae actually exploded with so much power. From now on, the entire explosive industry's costs will drop to nothing. Guess if its velocity can break the 4,000-meter mark? Song, what did you expect psychologically? 6,800. Yesterday it was only 6,300. Today at most 6,500. It's beating TDT now. Wow. First generation and it's already powerful. Boundless future ahead. If this data spreads, the Shazhou team next door won't sleep tonight. Yushisu's issue from yesterday has been decided. Let's talk about it outside in a bit. Tell me, how do you plan to split the profits? I only want a 5% personal profit. You've made enough and don't want the trouble. Besides my own, I hope to allocate another 30% as research funding. Meanwhile, I want to discreetly recruit a group of reliable scholars to teach the essence of bioexplosives. As for core technology, it must absolutely remain undisclosed for now. Good kid, rest assured. These points are more than enough for you to pass Yu Zhang. Final selection confirmed. What's going on? System awarded 80,000 points. Super grand total points shot up to 157,000. Project ranking soared to over 3,000. Selection quota is rock solid. But still 42,000 points away from becoming a secondary project lead. Gotta take on a big project to fill the gap. Song, do you have time tomorrow morning? I'll take you to meet old Zhao. Alright, let's go this time. See if old Zhao has any other health issues. Maybe we can carry out some targeted research. You're Song, right? Hello, teacher. Are you going to the Northeast too, teacher? Explain yourself. What's the core idea behind your anti-brain programming? Your insight is sharp. This location is the soul of the entire explosive data analysis program. The weak spot in tens of thousands of lines of code. Teacher, my reasoning goes like this. First, feature extraction is wrong. This path will inevitably collapse further down. Why not consider the other two alternatives? Stop spacing out. Try the first alternative now. This is dimensionality reduction attack. Feels like being interrogated by the Wolf King. Last one who once made a wish to run it. How could this happen? How could this happen? Dead end. Your logic. This is about a critically important program I have to guard. I thought I could find a breakthrough here, but it turned out to be nothing but empty joy. This path leads nowhere. All the previous deductions were correct. The real issue is definitely here. The final step. I have to solve it before the plane lands. I see now. The fatal culprit is right here. Don't get too hung up about not being able to code. That was a world-class problem to begin with. Teacher, I made it work. I figured out exactly why the first two paths were hopeless. I relearned the logic using the Wilmore matrix. I carved a bloody path through. What? It's a half-hour drive to the hotel. Just plug the logic you just got working into this program. Teacher, 5 minutes is enough. All you need to do is press enter. Old Jaw is seriously ill. His body must be breaking down from illness. Probably lying in bed, covered in tubes. How is this weak and dying? Old Zhao, this man is clearly the ultimate hardcore cyber old man. My benefactors are here. I'll personally make tea for you. Mr. Zhao, all this high-tech you're wearing, is there anything we can help improve? Old Zhao shows Song all your advanced experimental gear, from head to toe. First, brain atrophy. Medication has barely kept it in check, but it caused severe insomnia. Sleeping pills don't work. Along with insomnia, the second issue is retinal degeneration. There's no stopping it. The doctor said I'll be completely blind in a month at most. Retinal degeneration leads to blindness. Finally, it's this pile of junk. The processing speed between the bionic arms and legs and the neural interface is a major drag for me. Even a simple action like raising my hand makes my brain strain 4 or 5 times just for it to happen. Teacher, if you switch me to your anti-neural programming software, can you boost the sensitivity by just 10%? I'll give you a huge surprise. What I was intensely fine-tuning in the car was the code for this very control program. This. My God, I can feel it. I can vaguely feel that lost muscle movement again. The sensitivity has improved way more than just 10%. In fact, it's increased by 300%. This godlike piece of software was something Song he just whipped up, casually on the way here. This is a thank you gift for saving my life and giving me a second chance. Hurry up and accept it. Old Zhao is about to retire soon. You'd be crazy not to take this money. Alright, I'll take this money. I'll invest all of it into biomedical research to help treat your illness. Zhao Song, I'll nominate you for the Excellent Cleaner Award. No, I'm too young. I'm not even qualified to get close to this threshold. Your situation is too unique. All these years, geniuses who achieved groundbreaking results at this age are extremely rare. The last one with this incredible talent was Professor Xiang, who became famous in sophomore year. Titles and honors don't mean much to Xiao Song. We all see his talent. But the Excellent Cleaner Award is an extremely important ticket. Some key projects and top-level opportunities. Without this qualification, you don't even have a seat at the table. Since he isn't eligible for selection in the next few years, we should figure out how to get him an equivalent credential. How about making Song Hee a judge for the Excellent Cleaner Award directly? That's a huge leap forward. As long as you have the skills, who would dare say anything? What's your current project leader level? Still level 1 for now. I'm more than 40,000 points short of reaching level 2. Sprint as soon as possible. Once you step into level 2, I'll take care of everything else. Thank you. Professor Shang, why? Do I feel like I'm being totally controlled by a domineering CEO? With this added, is it enough for a level 2? What's going on? The cyberhumans are out in the world. Professor, the program optimization was successful. This responsiveness is just like his own leg. Yeah, normal people can't handle this kind of frequency. Old Zhao is rushing to enjoy his last moments of freedom before the world turns dark. He's spending the few opportunities left in his life. Professor Ma, old Zhao's mechanical legs work amazingly well. Do you want to pair yourself? Maybe next time we meet, I'll be able to walk on my own. It's a deal. I have to head straight back to company headquarters to get ready for mass production. Company headquarters. You also own businesses focused on brain nerve research. R&D burns through funding more than anything. You can't get anything done without a budget. Next week, I plan to officially launch this batch of mechanical arms and legs. Your program helped out tremendously. Name your price. I can lower it. I could even offer you a super low price. What's the catch? Just mention Chen Huang Company at the press conference. My song Hisu is about to go on sale too. Let me use your venue for a bit of promotion and hype. Deal. Regular psychotherapy costs way too much. Normal people can't afford it. The only way to break through is to develop affordable new drugs. Biology skill upgraded to platinum level 27. Take a look, the contract's already printed. Poly Northern Engineering, military shipyard groups. Plus more than a dozen mining and construction giants from each province. A group of 20 top-tier companies. That's right, you get not only a 6% personal net profit, but you also secure 34% of the research funds. Most importantly, 14% of the huge funding is approved only by you. Master, do you need money for rocket development? I really can't deal with this money right now. Go ask your mentor Yuan Bang. Professor, I have a huge funding source. Do you need any funds over there? Don't be ridiculous. A professor asking a student for money is unheard of. But wait till I make a list.
Take this money.
And give it to my protégés who are desperate for funding. And that newly established joint venture. You don't need to worry about trivial stuff. Just parachute in as the technical director. You'll have full authority over the company's future IPO. All based on your signature. Have you decided on the name? Ring Crater Company. Professor Shang, this shows you're serious about long-term partnership. Professor Shang, the contract is signed. May I ask you something? About the theory of sleep research in the brain. I'd like to solve old Zhao's insomnia and blindness. Let's tackle insomnia first, since it's easiest. Insomnia isn't necessarily simple. After all these years, the medical field has come up with countless ideas. But none is a one-size-fits-all solution. These are hundreds of folders on monkey brain sleep, raw data. They haven't been analyzed yet.
Take them.
Professor Xiang, rest assured, when there's new progress, I'll definitely consult you before publishing any papers. Let me remind you, the ESA team is also developing a new sleeping pill, planning to sell it to the Yuzheng project. You'd better check their progress when you propose your own project. Otherwise, your project might be killed off before it starts. 16 cycles of day and night in one day. Melatonin and cortisol are completely out of control. You have to endure headaches from congestion and feelings of weightlessness. Astronauts really aren't ordinary people. Oh Hongju is eyeing this lucrative market too. Apply for a new project and request new equipment. Researcher Song, your experiment funding is almost gone. You can't afford this expensive new equipment. Take another look carefully. Is there any chance for a turnaround? Level 3 Representative Zhao Jianting directly allocated you 100 million. It's more than enough to buy equipment. You still have a huge mountain of cash left. But your lab is already packed to the brim. There's no room for new instruments. There must be a way.
Tell me.
The lab across the hall just moved out. Just spend 10 million. And you can take over the lab next door. Expand your space. Handle the procedures, Jianbing Song He. This time, there's absolutely no way out. Your proposal will probably get rejected outright. A level 2 project leader already started developing sleeping pills ahead of you. And they've made major breakthroughs. Funding for sleeping pills is very limited. You won't get another share. Who says that sleep deprivation can only be solved with sleeping pills? I'm developing an unprecedented short fungus drug. What's the principle behind short? Explain it to me, so I can help you get approval from the supervisors. True leaders get it instantly. There's no need for all this extra explanation. I want to be a leader too. If the top gets it, the project gets instantly approved. But the leadership requires you to understand 3 major problems clearly. If you hesitate even a bit after hearing them, your project is immediately cancelled. Go ahead. First, experimental materials. You must use monkeys to observe brain sleep. But lately, monkeys are extremely scarce. Deliveries are at 6 a.m. every day. Seniority matters. You're only a level 1 project leader. At the very end of the queue, you don't stand a chance. You must get to level 2 to even have a shot. Just over 2,000 points left. Tomorrow I'll overcome this challenge. What's the second obstacle? Second, internal competition. CI level leader Professor Tan Shi and his 8-person team have been pushing hard for 10 months. He has 20 years of experience. He's worked on more than 40 miracle drugs. He's scared off every other team. But I want to get my drug out before he finishes. And keep going. Third, interference from Owu City Academy. The lab in charge is Yilima Laboratory from Gaolango. These are the 3 huge obstacles. Are you still going to force your project through? I will never withdraw my proposal. Three years of preliminary preparations. Top secret insomnia data from all races around the world.
Has actually been fully disclosed.
This is way too audacious. But it saved me countless effort. 10 months of preliminary design. More than 100 groundbreaking papers. Over 700 extreme simulations. Irima Lab's capabilities are simply unfathomable. Wait, why has progress stalled for 2 months? In the past 3 months, all the test monkeys have somehow entered a period of extremely stable, prolonged sleep. Opening champagne in a month. I haven't even touched a test tube yet. No matter how much pressure, I have to follow procedures step by step. First, upgrade my credentials to level 2. Secure the funding. Excuse me, I need a pilot to fly me. Young man. Either get approval or show your ID. We never work for money here. Don't treat a top secret base like a tourist spot. Level 1 project lead. Are your credentials enough? Boss, I'll take you. I'm an incredibly stable pilot. Pick me. I'm called Lightning Tooth. My plane is the latest model. Super fast, super steady. Come, boss, ride with me. You lack discipline. You've got plenty of sloppy tricks. Boss, don't believe him. He's just an amateur. Boss, please sit tight. IDEO 788, just call me Old Way. Where to, boss, the shooting range? Boss, you're definitely the youngest and most handsome I've ever flown. How about my hybrid fighter jet? It's stable, you'll see when we land. Please give me a 5-star review on your phone. 5 stars means you get bonuses, right? Yeah. Hauling a load gets you 200. But if you haul different rank bosses, then the pay goes way up. How much for different ranks? Level 1 project lead, $400. Level 2, 1,000. Level 3, 2,000. Level 4, 3,500. What about level 5? Never seen one, not just me. No colleagues have ever seen such a legendary rank. But with your talent, boss, you'll absolutely make it to level 5 someday. Thanks for your kind words. So many water collectors. The lifeblood of the whole oasis depends on these ragged tarps. Hanging on like this is pretty extreme. Old Way, how much can you haul daily? We're not too greedy. Hauling one level 2 boss a day makes us satisfied. Off duty, time to sleep, then pick me up at 9 tonight. Right now I'm level 1. Tonight I'll be level 2. Song Hee, right? Sorry for not welcoming you earlier. I'm Wen Lian Gong. Kong Gaoji has bragged to me about your insane skills. Really didn't expect you'd make it straight to project deputy lead. I'm still over 20,000 points short. Brother Wang, you're too kind. You guys are still the pros when it comes to gun making. Song, any hardcore project you want to try today? I've got them all. Let me try everything. But besides checking things out today, I need to take on a gig. Any project here. That gets me 2,000 points in one day. Earn 2,000 points in a day. Song, there's one project worth over 10,000 points. But thinking you can do it in a day is wishful thinking.
How hard is it? What project?
Improving remote vehicle-mounted machine guns. All gun structure, feed system, and control software have to be redone. Just getting started takes at least a week. Our whole team worked a month and only made a junk prototype with terrible performance. Lead the way, let me check it out. Brother Wang bringing in another newbie. This guy looks really young. Folks, you're mistaken. This is our boss, head of the Egypt project. Hello, everyone.
I'm Song Hee.
Here today to seek real skills. The legendary Song Hee who invented Song Hessel. Finally meet the real person. Pharma Master. Heard your name for ages. First genius to publish a top journal paper in all Chinese. Okay, everyone quiet. Show director Song the process. Development process for the remote vehicle-mounted machine gun. Step 1. Computer design modeling. More complicated than expected. So trust me, it's impossible to figure out in a short time. Can't understand it in 3 to 5 minutes. At least it takes an hour or 2. Come on, let's check out the second step, gun printing. Are the printed parts sturdy enough? This special plastic. Short bursts, a few hundred rounds no problem. After passing tests, they're sent to the arms factory for further material tweaking. Now the real exciting main event. Step 3. Remote machine gun live fire test. This is just manual mode. To properly test performance, you need an AI shooter. Best prototype so far scores only 62. No shooter and it still takes out so many targets. That's already insanely impressive. Where's the weak spot? Structure needs more speed while keeping accuracy. But the software is even tougher. This junk. Rules are crazy complicated. No clear routine. All supported by raw math formulas. It's honestly inhuman. Isn't this just anti-brain programming? Song, the whole team's built this bit by bit. If you delete like that, it'll totally collapse. Fixing software is like treating illness. Skin puncture isn't the same as amputation. Song Hee, genius.
That's absurd. Absolutely not.
Alright, just test and try it.
Surely performance will increase.
AI shooter mode, Chamber explosion. The software actually works. But this gun structure is too weak. Wow. Our lab's record was broken. Even with an explosion, success rate is 58%. If there was no explosion, would be hitting 60 or 70? Who'd have thought? The essence of anti-brain programming is deleting. Only an hour and a half since he walked in. An hour and a half. Directly shattered the lab's tested limits thousands of times. Record. The software is about ready. Quick, find some books on gun structure. Let me learn now. I'll try to modify the structure. Song, modifying the program like this is enough to claim max credit already. 72 points is way too low. Got to hit at least 80 to barely pass. Even for top geniuses, mastering this takes a good week or two of grinding. Before tonight, we'll build that 80-point full-spec God gun. Numbers detected. Skill progress. Platinum level 46 jumps to Platinum 47. This kind of amateur tweak. In the field, you'll definitely jam and sand up. Beginner mistakes are inevitable. All hands meeting at 4 p.m. The range will be totally closed then. Take my advice. Don't force yourself to grind on structure design. Just hand off this grunt work to the pro team. Even though I memorized countless gun features, my mind still lacks hands-on inspiration. Get down. Spread your legs. Keep the inside of your feet on the ground. Call me Bridget. Retired from the 11th Airborne Division of Gaul. I only care about high pay. And remember to give me a 5-star review when you leave. Which model do you want to pick? But you're already an expert. Probably don't need me as an advisor. Gun structure then. Body and gun must stay in a straight line. Intentional aiming, unintentional firing. Mine feels like it's in God mode. Every ammo reel is crystal clear. With your talent, it's a shame you're not military. Have you trained with machine guns before? First time for everything. Part structure, locking, anti-jump. All pieced together in my head. No more shooting. It's pretty heavy. No soup spill. Stayed steady throughout. Only went up by 2 points. The gun's been modified. I'm off to grab some food. An antibiotic expert. What can you really come up with in one afternoon? Can you really just do some math and hand build a machine gun?
That's way too absurd.
Let's go check out what he's done. What? Another interstellar record. What kind of structure is this? Why does it have a small rotary inside? I've disassembled machine guns from all over the world.
This machine.
There's not a trace of any lineage in it. Hey, asking around. How many points can this thing be exchanged for? Master Song, don't worry about points yet. Quickly tell us. How did you come up with this genius design? Professor Meng, please help me apply for my level 2 status first. There's a pilot waiting for me at the airport. Everyone's tight on time. I'll keep it brief. The core is these 3 totally original parts, plus an entirely new gas operation principle. Just some preliminary ideas. Hope it helps everyone. Over 200,000 points barely squeezed me into the top 2,600. The people ahead really must be outstanding. Alright, sit tight. Song. Have you ever seen a Charlie Chaplin film? There's this weird scene in one movie. Pouring water from a kettle. The water flows upward. Guess what happened? Is it because the plane flipped upside down mid-air? Exactly. Night flying is most dangerous when spatial orientation is lost. Gets you that upside down situation. If you really hit severe turbulence, your senses go fuzzy. If you drop something, likely won't measure right. Don't worry, even if you mess up the flight, just let go of this joystick. Our Jiao 6 trainer will automatically restore balance. You can land safely with your eyes closed. Look, we've reached Luojiang base. Can't sleep. Gotta beat both Irma Lab and Professor Tanxi. Get the fast-acting drug out. Cut down the sleep time field by a chunk. Just nap for a bit, and you're fully recovered. Fully revive with blood replenished. That's a real dimensional attack. Using big data to vigorously expand compounds. Drawing tree diagrams to blindly guess drug effects. Playing dirty tricks. All they're sharing is fringe data. The most crucial sleeping drug database was never released. No shortcuts left. Ooh, everything's useless for the fast-acting drug. Great. Sending messages in the middle of the night. Interrupted advisor's sweet dreams. Professor Tanxi has a self-made sleeping drug database in hand. But with Tanxi's cautious nature, there's no way he'd share a single bit of data. But I can offer you a little help on my end. Just do more work when you study neuroscience in the future. So quick, just 1 hour. Just auto-translating all this junk. Will take forever. If I try to organize it on my own, it'll drag till New Year's and still be unfinished. Looks like I need to build a research team of my own. Song, what are you up to? Running errands in the middle of the night. So exhausting. Level 2. How did you get promoted to level 2 so fast? That's insane. What kind of miracle business are you handling? I'm starting the course right now. Please fill this form out. You'll get the approval result by morning. Not only can you confirm whether the course passes, you can also see how many points it actually deserves. It's peak course selection season now. Students are frantically grabbing high-score courses. If my course points are stingy, and I lack experience, absolutely nobody will show up. The fast-acting drugs research will definitely fail. Song, you have to be prepared mentally. What's wrong? Any issues? This form only reached you a few hours early. You two's devotion is spectacularly tragic. Plus the opponent is a top-level level 3 project big shot. You're just a mere level 2 upstart. Head so stable when awake. Instant chaos when entering dreamland. It's truly unbelievable. Your song. I'm Tanxi. I'm sleeping medication. Don't do the project alone. Join my team. I'll let you be a co-author at the end of the paper. Nope. Know your place. You're just a level 2. I'm only giving you a chance because you show promise. Don't be ungrateful. Professor Tan, how many levels were you at my age? Fine, you've lost your chance. Truly don't know your limits. You applied to lead a course, right? There's no way 2 identical courses get approved at the same base. My course already went through. Yours will absolutely be rejected. This song is really fierce, but in the end still too inexperienced. Even dares to challenge Professor Tan. It's good for young people to have drive, but you have to face reality. His course application is doomed to be reversed. Why is he here? If everyone gets their stuff, the meeting's over. Classroom 106, 350 students. I clearly only entered an 80-point standard. It's actually dead last. Hey, the two classes right after. A 2,000-point gap. Take a close look. Now you see the huge difference. My course will definitely be packed. As for if anyone attends yours, that's uncertain. Course points at the very bottom. And you're directly competing with Tanxi. Even if only 20 or 30 students enroll, that's fine. But if only 3 or 5 people come to a 350-person classroom, you can't even pick a decent lab assistant. Then the course is totally pointless. Sigh. Please, not just 3 or 5 people. Surely there's a bug in the back end. Reverse explanation. The curves don't follow Gaussian contours. Because at specific frequencies, the deviation in each curve happens due to… Why does the professor keep picking on me and not you? Because when you harassed me just now, your neck twisted like a pretzel. The professor's not blind. What's happening? Class Beauty joins in. Never disappoints. Go ask Song.
He actually started a course.
The course info says he's the inventor of Song Su. It's only been a short while. See, even Song is able to launch his own course. Ready to grab courses with my advisor. We're just waiting. Only 2 minutes left. If you knew sooner, why didn't you tell me? You guys don't care about your advisor at all. It's beneath me as a teacher to be snatching courses for students. I'm happy if he becomes a professor. The student surpasses the master. Do you even get it? What's going on? The verification code is case sensitive. It only took a dozen seconds, and it's already full. There were only 350 spots. We're all way behind 400th place. Someone is definitely cheating behind the scenes. If the proper way doesn't work, time to flex our connections. Song Hee, didn't you just open a new course? When you filter the students on the back end, add me, you're a senior Zuo and senior fan. We'll help you out. Top experts squeezing into newbies class. But you really do need your own people for big projects. This isn't course selection. It's more like selecting the world's top brains. So much negative energy here. Now I finally have enough confidence to buy blueprints again. The highest level special unlock requires 10 million resentment points. Comes with an artifact system. A mysterious upgrade in the future. As long as the R&D succeeds, capsules will be 50% off from now on. Absolutely worth it. Still need a bit more resentment points. Looks like I'll have to perform better in class. Number 280 here really has peak influence. That Song Hee, such a greenhorn. I'm afraid he won't even have 100 people when the class starts. Learning pharmacology with me, Tan, is the best decision you'll ever make. Look, Song Hee is giving 2 lectures after the PPT. Hurry and grab your seats. Hurry, there's an empty seat up there. Let's move forward a bit. Apparently, it's my personal charm that's attracting them. Even those in the back can't help moving to the front. What's going on outside? It's such a mess. Class dismissed. What are you all doing? Old Zheng, Professor Zheng. Why are you squeezing in too? Of course I want to hear Song Hee's class. Hurry up and make room for me. Excuse me. Song Hee, your people won't let me in. How am I supposed to teach you guys? Professor Han is shocked. Got a lot of guests today, indeed. Since everyone is showing so much respect, let me lay out the rules. Those officially registered, sit down. Auditors stay in the aisles. All right, go now. A few people go downstairs to pick up the textbooks. Everyone else, switch seats quickly. You have 10 minutes. I've been saving up for so long. Going all in. First step already got 40% progress. That's a crazy workload. Even with a top team of dozens, and with program analysis, it'd take at least half a month working nonstop. Really ended up poor with a hot potato. I want to see what can possibly come out of this. I'll just wait here. When this group finally leaves together, let's see how you'll wrap it up today. Turn to page 18. Those with a computer, power it on. No computer? Use a pen. Let's do some practical work. Arrogant rookie. Just showboating. 4 sets of data in 3 minutes. Not only find the mistakes, but also crack the suspicious points. Time's up. First group is wrong. Second group. Logic error. Third group. Method error. Fourth group. All correct. Pay attention to the nonlinear activation function in neural models. Look at the high-dimensional vector concatenation here. No way. He actually knows all these algorithm equations. Come on. Everyone on the team get to Songhee's class as fast as possible. Keep it low-key. Don't let people notice. All right, class dismissed. Final reminder. This assignment determines your course grade. Good performers get directly into my R&D team. If you want a higher grade, come see me to get extra assignments. Since the bounty team is letting you, it's time to test your performance. Such a big name auditing class so quick. Still need the task. Fine, suit yourself. A dead tree comes back to life. So this is what having teammates feels like. Using a more direct model to handle data. What an audacious idea. That's a breakthrough right there. If this can be figured out, the efficiency of drug research could multiply by several times. Sounds impossible. Great minds think alike. Glass wall. Dead end. All roads seem open, but end up crashing into each other. Now that everyone's here, let's introduce ourselves. Lu Jingye, undergraduate. Qingbai Apocalypse. Princeton. My name is Ji Tian. I'm visually impaired. My advisor is Professor Wang Taiku. Professor Wang is my mentor too. By seniority, I should call you senior. Not at all, really not at all. You're the real expert here. No chance, Professor Song. This whole mathematical model doesn't even exist. Every single path is a dead end. Every derivation ends in a dead end. Show me your derivation process. We've tried everything we could. There's really no way out. What is this? I thought he was just a bio genius. But his math skills. Even advisors can't see through him. Lu Jingri, what's wrong? Don't mind me, keep going. My brain is working too fast. I have to vent. No, this doesn't match the Gaussian distribution. Rigid, we're computing drug molecules, not random external ideas. Got it. This is incredible. Mapping the state to photon space for attack. Cheppia matrix. Looks like it's done. Made it 5 times better. Professor Song's analysis method. can be named after the three of us. No, I didn't contribute anything. I can't put my name on it. If you didn't point out those 4 holes just now, we'd have crashed a long time ago. What's wrong with putting your name on it?
I.
I really can't. It's too late. I need to go to bed. You're hiding something from me. Professor Song, what are you saying? I'm just sleepy. Tanshi is your boss, right? Tanshi, You've known all along. That was just a casual test. Didn't expect you to scare so easily. Since you walked in, you've been hiding yourself completely. You kept glancing at the door. You're just afraid of being seen sitting with me, right? Only Tanshi's people would act that way. You're afraid to sign your name because you don't want to be listed with me, totally revealing your identity. Am I right? Sorry, Professor Song. I'm the data analysis team leader under Tanshi. He didn't send you here to spy. He sent you to audit my class for free. Fine, go back to being his cheap labor. He sees through everything. Don't worry, we'll just pretend nothing happened tonight. I've been in my dorm all night. Saw nothing. Heard nothing. Since you showed up tonight, do you dare to change how you live? That thing we just came up with, how much do you think it's worth? Definitely going to shake up the pharmaceutical world. It can cut drug database construction time by 80%. If an unknown scholar is listed as a co-author, could they get famous overnight? But this paper won't be published for now. You have 2 choices. Go back to Tanshi, the paper won't have your name, but I'll pay you. Or switch to my side, and the paper will be authored by all 3 of us. We won't release the paper yet. Feeling wronged? Not at all, Professor Song. I didn't hear a thing just now. If anyone leaks a word, I'll end it on the spot. It's not that serious. Can you do animal experiments? Like brainwave detection and stuff? That's my specialty. Good. I'll handle the security pass. From now on, you're with me. Security pass is not a problem, but everyone must pass the confidentiality exam. Also, for large classroom approval, there's an expert panel coming for class review today. No problem with popularity, but when it comes to teaching experience, she definitely has deeper roots. Hey, Professor Shang. Experts, everyone. Welcome, welcome. What's going on? Old Tan seems off today. She looked behind. The men in black are here. Class, the brilliance of this model lies in. Isn't it interesting? It is interesting. Isn't the next lesson for that young guy named Song Hee? If he can score even half of what Tanshi gets, he'd be really lucky. After all, he's new. Let's give him some extra encouragement points later. Don't let him switch careers on his first day. What's happening? All these people are here just for Song Hee.
Hey.
Is Song Hee really that charismatic? So many students, unbelievable. It's packed. This crowd might burst the 350-seat classroom. Let's score it. Classroom interaction is easily worth 30 points. It's Professor Xiang. He actually joined the expert group too. We'd better perform well now. Last night's homework was crucial. Today's practical course is even more about quick responses. I'm directly selecting the first group for my lab. Go ahead and score. I don't see any suspense. Gather up, meeting time. Starting this week, you must finish this project for me within a month. Jitian, you'll be my supervisor. Welcome scientific elites to my team. Animal Experiment Group, led by Lu Jingyue, responsible for brain experiments. Data Analysis Group, led by Lei Cheng'an, to establish the database. Additionally, anyone who contributes will be listed as co-authors on the paper. As long as the project makes a profit, everyone will get huge rewards.
Oh,
This place is even livelier than I imagined. So many monkeys and white mice. How much does all this cost? Money's not the issue. The question is whether these animals are enough. Professor Tan, what a coincidence. Good luck. The remaining 3 monkeys and 20 pounds of mice. I'll take them all. Unknown brainwaves, brand new neural codes. Human understanding of brainwaves has long been set in stone. If we actually uncover these, it would absolutely break the Iron Rule God level achievement. Borrowing from top papers of predecessors, we must search the data ocean for the unknown brainwaves. Today it's Jack's big test. It's time for the final talent selection. Hope they don't disappoint me too much. Get the monkeys. Boss, anti-drug tests in a day need at least 10 monkeys, right? Starting today, we'll use 15 each day. Isn't there still Tanshi's quota? No worries. Tanshi probably won't make it today. No way. No one. Unbelievable. Never fought a battle with such resources in my life. Pick the strongest ones for work. Final exam, do it seriously. No whispering. When the exam ends, stop writing and hand in your papers. Counting skilled workers in the lab. There are only 30 people who passed in the end. Still not enough manpower. Sorry, teacher. We got held up by something. Can we retake the test? I actually saved you a question. Thank you, Professor Song. Thank you, Professor Song. Don't leave after handing in your sheets. Wait at your seat for a moment. I'll grade them right now. Jitian, come here. 94 points. Excellent. Help me distribute the papers. Retest. Excellent. A whole 20 people. Plus the previous 30. A 50-person super research squad. Fully staffed on the spot. Long story short, I basically understand your situation. I'm forming a 3rd integrated research group. Group leader, Jitian. The 20 who scored excellent will join directly. Start work tomorrow morning. Those not selected can send their resume to Jitian. Anyone with real skills can join Chengwang Company too. Thank you, Professor Song. Boss, is there really an unknown new brainwave? We haven't found even a trace yet. Jitian, what do you think? Just do what we're told. Follow the teacher's arrangements. Now that's what I call dedication. Don't worry, I've already contacted a mysterious expert. They promised to send us a top-tier device. Once it arrives, we'll definitely win the brainwave research. Breakthrough delivery. What on earth is this thing? Is it just pure water? Or maybe some kind of neural agent? Drink it to boost your brainwaves? Artificial brain bugs. The micron level liquid is full of high concentration mechanical beings. Their built-in sensors will monitor brain activity dead on with no blind spots. Along with this data collector, can gather readings in real time. This metal creature is about 50 to 60 microns long and moves on its own. With miniature sensors, it connects right to the nervous system, can directly invade the neural system. It's so advanced. Everyone get to work. New gears up. All right. Nice. The display showed up so fast. These green dots are the artificial brain bugs. They're mapping the whole monkey brain. Oh my God. Cutting-edge science nowadays is seriously hardcore. Wow. All-out action. Endurance battle officially begins. This thing's like an old TV's static screen, totally burying any and all truths. No idea what we'd need to find new brainwaves. We just have to dig patterns from all this data ourselves. Everyone, watch the ripples in the monkey's brain. These microwaves are either brain cells giving off residual energy, or they're pure noise from the brain or environment. Tonight, we're gonna fully extract all patterns from these brainwaves. Then create a program just for noise removal. Got it. Noise reduction program is done. Crashed again. Every monkey's brainwave is totally different. There's absolutely no pattern at all. There has to be one. It's just deeply hidden. That's it for today. Everyone head back to rest. I'll handle things here. So that's how it is. All right, hurry up and get to work. What's up? Did you find the noise pattern? About to dig it out? But I need you to go right now and get me a high-grade multifunction 3D printer. Hurry, trust me. Old G, when you reported Boss Tan, did Professor Song promise you anything in private? Not at all. No one had our backs. And you guys still dared to flip the table? What if Professor Song didn't want you guys? What would you do? Things were out of control by then, and we had no other choice. Turns out Professor Song took us in himself. Professor Song's got guts. Serious guts. That's why from now on, I'll treat every experiment here with full dedication. But as for this deadly problem right now, I'm highly skeptical. Our current plan won't work at all. It's definitely a dead end. Every monkey's noise is purely random. With the tech we have now, we can't even get a clue. Professor Song is totally going the wrong route this time. How could just a handful of us possibly pull it off? Professor Song was winning too easily before. Now he's blindly chasing a quick victory. Hey, Wafandao. Right here. How about it, Professor Song? Are you getting forced by the monkeys too? Totally give up. Why give up? There's no need. Professor Song not only didn't give up this morning, but even personally announced a major breakthrough. What? Not only that, he also had me apply for a high-precision 3D printer. I bet it's already been delivered to the lab by now. What? What kind of monster is this? Professor Song actually pulled an all-nighter and managed to solve this problem just like that. Professor, what are you going to print? I've used this model before. Yeah, just leave the miscellaneous tasks to us. All right, print a monkey brain model. Let's get to work and collect some data. How do we measure this? Verification successful. The artificial brain bugs come with built-in sensors. They interfere with each other, generating a lot of noise. Next, we just need to compare two phases, and we'll be able to completely eliminate the noise. We found a special type of brainwave during deep sleep. It's an extremely faint, high-frequency intermittent wave. It only appears when transitioning from light sleep to deep sleep during that brief 1 minute. That's when it spikes. It's like an ultimate switch, completely activating deep sleep mode in the brain. Wow, Professor. Should we name the new brainwave? Call it Songhe wave. That's way too generic. Calling it deep sleep wave isn't innovative either. Let's call it the weak hydrox wave. Let's experience the weak hydrox wave ourselves and give this land the recognition it deserves globally. Alright, you guys hurry up and figure out the encoding method for the weak hydrox wave. Try to snag the first prize too. The logic is completely closed. The first two steps, building the database and finding the special brainwave, are all setting up for the final observation of brainwaves and paving the way for new drug discovery. For the next half month, our mission is to keep measuring the monkey's sleep data. Not only that, we also need the Ruyan wave to stand out in the experimental data. Make immediate results apparent. Besides shortening sleep, there's a critical success criterion. Guess what it is? It must absolutely not affect the monkey's energy. No lethargic or abnormal behaviors allowed. Well answered. Let's get started now. Wow. See what's happening outside now. This is insane. Just as expected, my name isn't mentioned anywhere in the paper. Anyone in the field would know it's me from the paper. But for regular netizens who don't read papers, it won't cause any stir at all. Excellent sleep quality. Even incredibly hard to wake up. Just thinking about this is scary. It's basically a fatal flaw. Attention everyone. The latest issue of Cell magazine. These three papers are extremely interesting. The first introduces a new molecular data shuttling method. The second discovered the weak hydrogen wave. The third covers virtual real-time encoding. It's loaded with valuable content. No wonder it's a globally renowned top lab, able to squeeze out the core value of new papers. In such a short time, this sharp scientific insight is truly impressive. All of the above are just appetizers. The real panic comes from the author section of these three papers. The leading author is Songhe. To be able to launch so many heavy hitters in such a short period means his R&D is nearing completion again. If he gets a jump on us, all our long-term efforts will become worthless. Starting now, everyone, work overtime like your life depends on it. Rush to grab the high-value order for the space program. These foreigners have a totally messed up reasoning process. It's completely off. The real showdown is happening now. No holding back from here on out. It's time to step in personally. Accelerate the experiment progress like crazy. Push R&D speed to the max. Piece of cake. Very good, keep working. Broken 8 times in a row. What the heck? But I wasn't even using force. Boss, what are you worried about? Adsorption failed 8 times. I'm completely speechless. How is this difficult? Awesome, it's done. Not good. This heater hasn't been changed or cleaned for hours. It's covered in my saliva. Sometimes knowing less makes you happier. Boss, we've been standing for 4 hours. Are you thinking through your mistakes facing the wall? Come on, this is clearly like Bodhidharma meditating. Looks like he'll become a monk soon. Is he holding back a big trick? Will he suddenly clap his hands and announce a new drug was born? Don't kid yourself. Even a god can't just look at a wall and come up with a new drug out of thin air. Gather meeting time. I've basically mapped out the route. From the data, we're just one step away from the finish line. Next, strictly follow my designated list for testing. Cut all unnecessary waste drugs. Any questions? No questions, let's get started. Boss, what's this? Hurry up, keep testing. Next batch, take it for testing. Facing the wall. A few hours saves months in drug trial. That's just a wild guess, right? Hang in there. Boss never lets us down. Hold on, let's check the other two groups. Now let's try G90, E877, and C301. Mix them in different ratios. Quick. Only these three mixed together. We're not going to test any other combinations. Is it about to succeed? Move fast. Weak gun wave. I've got the weak hydrox wave here too. Oh, I've got it as well. Boss, we've detected the weak hydrox wave. Write down the data quickly. Add a bit more D201 reagent and concentration offset. Do 10 groups, get to work. If all goes as planned, this round should wrap it up for good. Number 4. Great, drug components finalized. Next, start follow-up observation immediately. Fan Dao, keep your eyes on the monkey's ankle tracker. Jingnui, monitor the monkey's appetite closely. Tian, record the sleep data. Cut down the duration. Watch for any sudden issues. Understood?
Mm-hmm.
Let's call it short cotton sheet. Health benefits are clear at a glance. Opposite of long surface has more uses. Lucky and sure to win. Nearly a month of effort. Finally paid off. Boss, the monkey's ankle movement is unchanged. Appetite unchanged. No abnormal behavior at all. Average sleep per monkey dropped by more than 2 hours. Thank you all for your hard work. Everyone take a few days off. Draft some related papers. I'll submit for project completion and international patent. We'll confirm the production company later. Wow. Victor is relying on overseas experience. His loyalty is questionable. Eliminate Kita for reckless spending. Lacks skills. Eliminate Hong Qiulu for poor management. Nearly caused a leak incident. Eliminate Luan Feiyu's new project. Steady and reliable. Sure to succeed. Finished. But Song He's project is way too unpredictable. By comparison, choosing Luan Feiyu is rock solid. Song He's only advantage now is just that handsome face. Wait, let me wake up. This is the selection for top scientists. How is the funding not enough? Are you fundraising or borrowing staff? I'm here for the project settlement. Your new project just started a few days ago. Why are you closing things already? I never drag things out when I take action. Quick, get the paperwork. Finish the initial review within 3 days. If you pass, points are awarded directly. When exactly is the final selection deadline? Results will come out around Chinese New Year. But you really don't need to worry about your points. You could advance with your eyes closed. So if anyone in my team doesn't make the top 5,000 during the new year, will they get kicked out of the base? How can I protect them? No permanent positions. Go straight to contract work. Meals, experiments, and daily expenses are all out of pocket. If you want to retain people, the only option is to give them an external expert title. That's way too simple. I can just pay them myself, right? As long as there's enough money, everything is negotiable. Thank you, boss, for the guidance. Those two were neck and neck in points. But Song suddenly completed the project incredibly fast. Once the initial review is passed, his points will absolutely dominate. Choosing him is no contest. Why do I subconsciously favor this handsome guy? Even I don't understand myself, but I just love excitement. Wrong. I'm here to submit the project. The project went surprisingly smoothly. It's already finished ahead of schedule. Wrong. Besides the project submission today, I have a major lifelong request. You're too kind. If it's something I can do, I'll definitely help. I heard the higher-ups need a year-end report. Nominate excellent leaders. This is a chance to change fate. I won this spot. With my ability, I'm absolutely qualified, right? Wrong. What happened? Sorry, you came a little too late. Sleep time suddenly dropped off a cliff. Initial inspection passed. Go to the admin building immediately for final paperwork. Short cotton pads are terrifying. You're about to become a super rich person. Sign it. First contract. All rights to produce and sell short cotton pads belong to me. Chenyua Company. After sending Hesu, another money-making machine appears. Second contract. Core tech stays strictly confidential. It will be directly suppressed. For the Yusheng textile plan over 5 years. Short cotton pads must be supplied for free and with priority. Maximum supply for 50,000 people per month. It's pretty demanding. But the venue and test subjects are entirely funded by the state. Never forget those who helped you. Plus, this cost is hardly anything. All settled, thanks wrong. Dinner's on me tonight to celebrate. Next time for sure. I have to head to the airport to find Awakens. Finalize the production plan. Wow, this reward is insane.
Teacher.
What a coincidence, I rarely fly. And I run into you again? Just too much of a coincidence. I definitely fly less than you, teacher. Congrats on getting rich overnight. My phone recently is full of news about Neuron Company. One night rich, one night broke. That's all. The admin building is writing year-end reports lately. Each person needs to recommend 10 outstanding scholars. Looks like you haven't even seen the list. Your situation is pretty risky. It's still a secret for now. Will be made public after New Year. You'll naturally know how short cotton pads are progressing. Just finish this project. Going to hand over to Chenyua Company's chairman Awakens. Congrats, you're about to join the ranks of the super rich too. Teacher, this trip is for company business, not to see old Zhao. Getting a brand new tactile neuron robotic hand. And picking up your short cotton pads to relieve his pain. Thinking about it, old Zhao is probably almost completely blind by now. I want to help him with an artificial eyeball. Hope you can give some expert advice. Too late, eat one bite at a time. Start with making a cornea. There are 4 million people in line for transplants in the country. Less than 10,000 succeed each year. The gap is outrageously huge. Chairman Wei, I've handed over all my short cotton pad trump cards. Absolutely a game changer. Okay. I've got some amazing news myself. Because of the global antibiotic crisis, your Hesu approval sailed through. Fastest, it'll hit the market around Chinese New Year. This speed is shocking to competitors. And progress on short cotton pads is just as rapid. Let's just launch these two blockbuster products at the New Year conference. Show them off together. Give the whole industry a double shock. This upgraded vibe feels just like Black Friday. Makes people want to spend money. And how did this lottery machine turn into a wishing well? It's also gotten better at absorbing negative vibes. Announcement. Short cotton pads involve trade secrets. Absolutely no papers allowed for a few years. But e-contracts will arrive in your emails within 48 hours. Bonuses will be paid instantly once signed. Thanks, Boss Song. Whoa, suddenly time to dive into another field for experiments. That's an absurd leap. Don't look at me like that. If we can make one, we can perfect other projects too. You confident? Everyone, head to the library to study right now. 3 days later, everyone takes the exam. Only those who pass are eligible to join the New Year R&D team. Can't believe no one can go home over Chinese New Year. I don't plan to go back. You can experiment freely in the lab, having fun together. Isn't that nice? As long as the puzzle packet is roughly assembled in 3 days, you'll have more than enough knowledge for artificial cornea. Let's start. What? Wow. Where have you been these past few days? I never see you around. Are you just thinking about something? I've been in the lab every day. Its tough results for the New Year selection will be out soon. Is your ranking high enough for advancement? I barely make the cutoff. What about you? I'm about to explode. Thought I'd easily crack the top 5,000. But somehow I slipped past rank 5,500 these days. Everyone's desperately competing. I've been working like crazy just to keep my spot. What's your spot barely at? Over 2,400th place. Get out of here. That's your idea of barely keeping up. You freak. Bye. HM. The difficulty jump is huge. This legendary future test packet is finally showing its terrifying true colors. Extracellular matrix structure bio-ink, algae-based waterproof refractive force, double-layer epithelial cells. What is all this? A few questions are total knowledge blind spots now. So tired. After all this, I've barely made it to page 100. It's overwhelming, the questions get crazier.
Whole sections.
Pure chemistry knowledge. Since it's listed in the packet, we'll definitely need it. I really picked the hardest job for myself. Finally figured it out. So that's what it meant. Can't fill this one in yet. To fill these, have to get real results in the lab. A single magic topic. At least 300 related books. The allotted exam time is way too tight. Complaining is one thing. Don't even think about quitting. Following the boss on projects. Best case, get published in a top journal. Worst case, make a world-changing product. Even a spot is hard to get, you gotta fight for it. Boss's choice of books is getting weirder and weirder. Why is he reading travel journals now? I'm a little nervous. The exam is tonight. What kind of questions is the boss going to give us? This is ridiculous. Is he planning a trip during winter break? Are we getting tested on travel essays? Is this a decoy? Someone should go gather some intel. See exactly what the boss is studying. Don't tip him off. A honey trap is the most discreet. Send the beautiful girl over. See who I'm with. Comrade Huanan. The heavy responsibility of putting a bell on the cat is up to you. If you don't go to hell, who will? Why are you crouching here looking so timid? All you cowardly rats, led by Gao Ming, sent me to gather information, to check what you're studying, to get a clue on tonight's test questions. Why read travel journals? Are you going traveling? This book was written by a backpacking explorer. It mentions a lot of rare plants in the Americas. There are some species I need in it. I'll need them later. Are those plants related to our experiments? Very closely related. But you guys don't need to study them. Me learning them is enough. They won't be on the test either. I just saw the boss. He was in a very hidden spot, secretly reading books about American plants. Plants from the Americas? What exactly is the boss researching?
He's not studying Chinese herbs, is he?
Can Chinese herbs be used for corneas? That's a bit of a stretch. Can't understand, but I'm quite shocked. The boss is like an alien. I always have a feeling that he knows something we don't. Of course, do you read as many papers as the boss? He definitely knows way more than we do. Otherwise, how would he be the boss? Is everyone done chatting and reviewing? 7 p.m. Classroom 106, Aerospace Town Building 1. See you at the exam hall. Since everyone's been studying pretty well, I'll step up the difficulty tonight. No, boss, please. We weren't chatting. We were discussing the questions. Boss, please go easy on us. We're totally loyal. Keep following me, and the exam will be even harder. Teamwork. Teamwork. Very good. Excellent. No principle, no loneliness. I'll start from the beginning, and you start from the end. We'll meet in victory in the middle of the test. If you don't get it, just ask someone who does. Once you get it, you learn something new. If someone else already solved it, copying it once is still useful. Your formation is pretty united. I'll let everyone sit together. Sitting together is just for mutual help, but helping each other won't help you. I bet your desk mate won't know the questions you don't. There's always a higher mountain. You guys are still too young. For the sake of resentment points, let your suffering continue. Candidates, are you really just doing this for the DG project? You can whisper to each other, but peeking or checking your phone counts as cheating. Another new project? Didn't your last one just finish? No break, jumping right into some wild stuff again? You've got guts. Give me another special materials application form. I'm applying for some rare stuff. 50-something are from the test materials. The remaining 10 or so are for cover, so others don't get tipped off, in case someone with bad intentions gets wise, to block them from learning the related tech. How long will it take to get these things? You're requesting a ton of stuff. We'll have to search all over the world for these items. That's going to be tough. Hold on, let me ask the staff. For what you need, the staff can go look for it. But it's dangerous. Unless you pay extra. Big rewards bring brave people. Stop writing, the exam is over. Don't hand in your exam papers. They're now homework. For R&D, we need to wait for a batch of raw materials. Before the supplies arrive, do your own research and reading. Fill out all the questions on the exam paper. Long live Professor Song. Only Professor Song can be this cool. It's been 5 days since the exam ended. The supplies still haven't arrived. Without raw materials, we can't start the experiments at all. It's a real headache. Shoot. What's this? And what's that? Why did the boss order all these poisonous plants? Never heard of them. Can't understand, but it's a bit scary. If these boxes were dumped in a lake, it would kill all the fish. Not just the fish, everything would float up. If you dump them in the ocean, a whole family of whales would be belly up. You single dog. We have a date tonight. So we're not hanging out with you. All right, we're heading out first. Bye. Black Tech Blueprint activated. Blueprint generated. Regular unlock, 700,000 resentment points. Single high-level unlock, 1 million resentment points. Bonus, special item upgrade. High-level unlock for this blueprint. Valid for 10 days. Complete R&D. Earn up to 2 million resentment points and knowledge bonus. If R&D fails, system will lock for 1 year. All right, let's get to work. Step 1. Prepare the dedifferentiation solution. Our goal is to dedifferentiate human skin cells and turn them into low-differentiated cells. Where'd the monkey de-evolution solution come from? See the new boxes stacked in the corner? Mixing the plant ingredients inside and diluting them a lot, we can make the de-evolution solution. Feel confident? No, yes. Where's your confidence lacking? When have I ever led you astray? Boss, how did you know? These plant ingredients could be used to make the solution? Guessed it. Once you've read half the library's books on the subject, and gone through most of the papers from recent decades, you'll be able to figure stuff out too. Now get to work. $50,000 resentment points. 1 X-ray capsule lasts a whole day. It would take a week with machines to get this data. Now it takes just seconds. Concentration's too high. Everything's blocked. Dilute the formula. Nope, tweak the formula a bit. Adjust the concentration accordingly. Let me double check. What kind of mess are you making? All the cells are burst. Come on, focus. Finish this batch, then go get breakfast. Okay, bring me food. Got it. Food's here. Boss, can I ask you something? Shoot. Whether it's your latest chemical reagents or these plants, everything is super toxic. Isn't it bad if everything is poisonous? Even if you want to make a de-differentiation solution, you've got to eliminate the toxic stuff first, right? Didn't you major in chemistry? So why ask this kind of question? Have you ever had Botox? Why would I get Botox when I already look great? What's a common ingredient in Botox? Ah, got it. Talking about toxicity without considering the dosage is pointless. Just dilute the toxins by thousands or millions, and they can still be useful. Think more, Dao. Don't just memorize blindly. Every piece of knowledge you learn can be applied. Who is it? Prof, you're looking good. Walking okay now? My hometown is hosting a spring marathon next month. I signed up. These 2 legs of mine don't get tired. Finishing in under 2.5 hours is no problem. Isn't that cheating?
Who knows?
I've got great news for you today. But keep it a secret for now.
Do you have a lot of people here?
Yeah, my team has dozens. They went to eat. They should be back soon. All right, let's go find a quiet spot. Life is truly unpredictable. Who would have thought that the old man without legs half a year ago would now have such a sturdy physique? If he runs again, I might actually get lapped by him. A few days ago, major scientific research centers were recruiting leaders for outstanding projects. My name was on that list, and yours thanks to Tang Rongrong. I'm a newcomer. I've only been at the Ruyu base for a few months. I somehow got selected against all odds. He really has an eye for talent, clearly has leadership potential. There are advantages, but you may not be able to seize every opportunity. Listen first and decide if you want to compete. Frontier Science University has started construction on 6,600 acres, right here in Rokiang County. But it's far from here, got it? A 6,600-acre private college. Investors are mostly domestic tech companies. They only admit high scorers and geniuses. Their goal is to become the world's top research institute within 10 years. Is that realistic for a brand new school? Wanting to be world #1 in 10 years. Sounds kind of far-fetched. Just flip to the second document and you'll know if it's legit. Professor Shang is becoming the dean. Neuron Company leads the investment, putting in billions. They're building a brain science college. Professor Shang is the largest investor and is also a top academic leader. He's the undisputed candidate for dean. No wonder I ran into Professor Shang on the plane a few days ago. When congratulating him on becoming wealthy, he joked he went broke overnight. Turns out he invested everything here. The Yu family also invested. Master actually has that much money? Doesn't he have no company? You're overthinking Yu Day was chosen because of his academic status. That's why he was appointed dean. Still, the faculty here looks impressive. As of yesterday, the school already has winners of various international awards. This is just the founding team. They'll keep hiring more in the future. It's scary just thinking about this lineup. There's a third document here. It's kind of similar to our Yu Cheng plan. Achievement is king. Right, because your research skills are strong. If a mediocre student goes in, it's normal to drag on for years and not graduate. Professor, you're rating me too high. Stop being so modest. You developed the Song Crater's explosive short pads. And this code in my artificial leg, all these achievements, any one of them, is enough for a scholar to live off for life. But you have them all. It's not like I did it alone. I had a team, right? All right, too much modesty just gives people a headache. If you want to enroll at Frontier Tech University, you're facing two key choices right now. So, tell me, what identity do you want to enroll as? Teacher reserve or regular student? What's the difference? Teacher reserve. As soon as the campus is finished after the Spring Festival, you enroll immediately. You'll have Nobel laureates and academicians personally guiding you. After graduation, you stay as a lecturer. Regular student. You must finish your current studies and then enroll. You learn from lecturers. Only by mastering things can you move up to Nobel or academician classes. Is there really a choice? Obviously, teacher reserve is the way to go. Enroll early, top-notch teachers. Better incentives after graduation. Absolutely no downsides. There are some drawbacks, though. Competition is fierce. Private selections have already begun. I saw the list, a gathering of talents. How many talents? Over half are young elite scholars, masters and PhD students from overseas top universities, even some lecturers, and a few genius prodigies with unconventional backgrounds. All age groups are included. Very much like the Yu Cheng plan. But way more foreigners than Yu Cheng plan. With your achievements now, you have a chance at teacher reserve, but there are risks too. In just 10 days, we'll need to officially submit our applications. List out all your accomplishments. When applying, It'll boost your chances. Thanks for the heads up, Professor Ma. Feeling the pressure now. Gotta finish the synthetic membrane ASAP. To aim for the frontier tech teaching team. If you make the reserve, you'll take off right away. Go for it. Not bad. Raising the bar on quality. You can't even get the concentration right. What are you doing? Redo it. Are you making soup? This is a lab, not a kitchen. Boss, can you go back to how you used to? Meditate in front of the data wall first. And just give us the final formula straight away. No, there's not enough data yet. Get to work, quickly. Boss, when are you going to go meditate? Work. Song. Maybe you should try crunching the data wall. Everyone's almost burnt out. The data just isn't clear. Professor Late, my deduction needs to be based on data with clear trends. You can't just guess things out of thin air. Boss is meditating again. Looks like he found something. Seems like it worked. All right, Dinkan, I'm coming. Don't get excited for nothing. I just ate too much at dinner. Standing up to digest, then back to work. Clean getaway. Brain's not working so well now. Almost forgot. Ugh. Found the direction. Almost there. Reagents mixed up. But I haven't tried the experiment myself yet. Should I call Fantao to verify it? Credibility is higher now. Looks like as long as the dedifferentiation solution is done, the system will validate it. That's awesome. Only one type of dedifferentiation solution. But the corneal differentiation solution needs 5 types. With the blueprint formula for Faiua solution, and the previous deduction from the sample fragments, we can narrow the range of formulas a lot. We're actually starting amazing. When I left last night, I thought this round was definitely going to flop. Finishing a dedifferentiation solution in 5 days impossible? But then this morning the group chat had notifications finished. Feels like after dying the teammate solos the boss. Kind of embarrassing, honestly. As long as I can stick with the boss's team, making a name for myself in academia one day won't just be a dream. It's really not easy to stay. I used to think I was talented, but here I just feel so behind. If you're behind, practice more. Morning, Professor. Morning, boss. I finished the dedifferentiation solution. I left a few bottles at every workstation. Next step, everyone get monkey cells at low differentiation on your own. Whoever finishes work early, come find me for the next task. Guys, it's almost New Year. Let's try to finish the artificial cornea before the holiday. I'll hand out extra bonuses then. Think of it as a New Year's red envelope. Long live the boss. Let's get to work. Song. Alright, chemistry master is logging in to start mixing. My chemistry skills really aren't great. All these bottles and jars on the table. Before starting R&D, I barely knew any of them. After the spring festival at Frontier Science University, I definitely need to find a chemistry expert for tutoring. Speaking of which, if it weren't for the system's blueprint cheat, figuring out the right dedifferentiation and corneal differentiation solution, out of millions of compounds in nature, is like finding a needle in a haystack. Boss, I'm all done over here. Progress is too fast. Visible mutation speed. Last layer is almost ready. 80% done, just one step left. Splice and mix splicing solution. Double hacks. Formula is basically calling out to us. Basal cell collagen fibers, hexagonal endothelial cells, Structures evolved over hundreds of millions of years. So thin they're measured in microns. Like layers of microscopic burger cells, starting to actively grab a crystal clear whole. Blueprint popped up, with a team helping, right on track to finish before New Year, just in time for Chenghua Company's new product launch. Math skills got an upgrade too, maybe from building the data models. When did you all show up together? Like seeing ghosts in the middle of the night. Boss, how's it going? Is it done? I'll finalize the project tomorrow morning. Once that's done, we'll take a break and hand out bonuses. Wow. Who is it? Yo, early morning. What's the business? Need money or equipment? Project finalized. Artificial cornea is complete. Only took a few days. I've reviewed hundreds, even thousands of projects. World-class challenges, done in just a few days. You're the first one to fill out the form. But follow-up acceptance will be pretty tricky for you.
How so?
You marked it as clinically usable when you applied. They'll most likely require you to provide a finished product. Find a blind patient for a field test. See the final results. No problem, my technology is absolutely solid. Are you staying in Ruojiang for New Year's? The base is planning to host a New Year's banquet for the team staying to do research. A New Year's Eve dinner will be organized. If you're staying, I'll register you. I'm not staying. I need to leave the company for a bit during the holiday. There are a lot of tasks piled up over there. Plus, we've been busy for so long. It's time to take a break and get some rest. All right, then I wish you a happy new year in advance. Happy Spring Festival to you too. I'm heading out. Brother Song, you borrowed so many books. It's almost New Year's. I'm planning to visit my hometown. You're not taking a break? I can't rest. I just accepted a few math tasks. Besides, my current ranking is still over 5,200. The selection deadline is almost here. I'm freaking out. Too bad I can't stay with you. Even though I'm not in Roxiang, you can still contact me by phone if you have any issues. Keep pushing and do your best. Good brothers are always in your heart. Secrets stay in the heart. I will do my best. There's a rocket launch tomorrow night at 7:10. Both the crater explosives and Shazhou explosives are being included in the Enterprise. Let's see how it goes. Is there anything you need me to do? No, just wanted to let you know. If you're interested, you can watch the live stream. It's a requirement from the higher-ups. Find a volunteer to test your experimental results. The project is only considered finished if it succeeds. Okay, when will the experiment happen? I'll have the team prepare. The sooner, the better. What's your opinion? If it's convenient, we can do it in the next couple of days. I'll let you know when the patient's flight has departed. All right. Here to work. Stay focused. Don't mess up, make sure the thickness of each membrane layer is correct. The margin of error must not exceed 5%. The front and back elastic layers are ready. Mechanism layer is completed. One piece went to waste. Keep steady. There are 3 pieces left. Song, he just finished the abnormal cells. The epithelial cell layer is complete. The endothelial layer is complete. The first one is damaged. The second one has flaws. It's barely usable. Don't be nervous, boss, you'll definitely manage. Wow. The third one is perfect. Have the doctor use the third one first. The second can be used as a backup. Why isn't anyone saying anything? We're not the ones doing the surgery. Our work is done. Let's chat and relax. Boss, do you think it'll work this time? Depends on the doctor's skills. As long as there are no accidents, it should be fine. Boss, do you know who's getting the transplant? A beauty from the western region. Boss, how did her cornea get damaged? Of course, by playing on her phone. Alright. Okay, I understand. Thank you all. Great work. The lead surgeon just called me. Our artificial cornea had the perfect size and thickness. The surgery was a complete success. But for now, the patient's eyes are covered with gauze. For specific results, we'll find out when the gauze is officially removed around 7 p.m. tomorrow. I feel like I'm getting back that same passion I had right after graduation, enjoying the excitement of experiments. Watch the left side. The enemy's location is to the left. "10 minutes left. Rocket launch. The party is waiting for the gauze to be removed. Guys, the lead surgeon just messaged. He asked if we want to watch the patient's gauze removal live. Yes, definitely. I'll connect to the video now. Cast it onto the big screen. Everyone is gathering around. Rocket launch countdown, 5 minutes. 10-second countdown, 198 is here. 3, 2. Launch together. Can you see me? Yes, we can see. The rocket has entered the designated orbit. The launch was a complete success. Wow. Hold on, everyone. Don't celebrate just yet. Let me announce something even better. Last night, I communicated directly with the chairman of Chengwen Corporation. The research bonuses from this period will be deposited into your accounts very soon. Wow. Definitely don't pick C for this question. Zhao Yian, I did the math for an hour last night. It's definitely D. He went with C. You say pick D. Can you work out the last steps? Still just guessing. It's a multiple choice question. Guessing is also a problem-solving technique. You couldn't write the final steps, either. My guess makes sense. Well, your guess does. So silly. Don't believe it? Let Master Yuan do a divination. See if it's actually C. I can't divine this kind of thing. Can you just stop cutting corners in math? Pick C. Pick D, but it's actually C. Definitely D. Did you all drink too much CD calcium milk? Let me see. I'd pick A for this one. River God, you finally came back. You knew you'd be welcomed when you returned. But with this crowd, my eardrums are about to explode. So did you participate in the Yuzheng project? That's a national secret. Are you doing math or biology now? That's a national secret. Are you following a big shot or leading a research team yourself? That's a national secret. Getting bored, brother song? How come everything's a secret? Can't you share a little that's not important? Can we actually outdo the foreigners? Are you dating anyone? All national secrets. Hey, what are you all gathering for? Class time. Hello, teacher. Song-hee, come with me.